Introducing the teams?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I can do it.
Yo, good afternoon, everybody. Tonight we have Adrenaline versus Hysteria. It's a bit of a late match. I apologize if my mic is a bit messed up or loud. I have not properly set it up yet. But commentating this match will be Ramen Empire and Flya. What's your guys' predictions on this match tonight?
You know, gotta say, I don't know anything about these teams, but Adrenaline is a pretty cool name. What was the other team name? Even like I lost it at
Hysteria.
Adrenaline, man. What was another one?
Hysteria.
Hysteria. Yeah, I'm
Honestly,
sold on Adrenaline.
this game could go either way. Adrenaline had a tough week against Oblivion week 2, and Hysteria was able to come out on top against Lightless last week. But honestly, this game could go either way. I think Hysteria is a stronger team, personally. So I think I've got Hysteria taking this one,
Right.
even though
Well,
Oblivion is a strong team. But yeah,
all right. Well, that works out great then. I got my team to root for, and you got yours.
what you thinking of the series score gonna be though? What you think of Adrenaline taking it there?
Man, I think Adrenaline's gonna have a bit of a rocky start. Not gonna lie, because with the additional information that you just gave me, but Adrenaline is literally the name of this team. This team chose that for a reason, and if their team culture has anything to do with the name of the team, I think they're gonna find some momentum. Maybe they're gonna lose the first game, maybe even the second game, but they are gonna come out clutch in the third game, and they are gonna take it. Probably 2 to is it best of 7, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, 4-2. It's gonna be 4-2 Adrenaline.
Hey, join up. But for me, I really got I got Hysteria taken. I think it's gonna be till in Game 7 for real.
All right, sounds good. Looks like we are joining in now on a beautiful Champions Field sunny day. You'll love to see it. So look at these teams. We got Adrenaline on the blue. We have JXM, Potato, and Janky 999. Of course, on the side of Hysteria, they are rocking the orange colors today with Sketchta, Malachite, and Under with the weird looking eyes. So tell me about this team so far. Tell me about these players. Who are the people that we want to look out for?
So Under is, I've seen him play. He can do it all. He can do it all. He can get you on the ground and get you in the air, but he's really dangerous in the air. Malachite, I've heard a lot about him. He's kind of the guy that they want taking control in this match.
All right.
Because like on a good day, he's probably one of the best players in this league. Sketchta, good mentality, good comms. You cannot go wrong with that guy. As far as Adrenaline goes, man. Let me see. Do they have? I don't see Jenks on there unless he changed his name. Oh, I think that's Janky 999. Okay.
Yeah.
But Jenks is pretty good. He can be explosive when he wants to, especially in the air. He's a pretty consistent player when it comes to stuff. Potato, he's really good. I like how he plays. He's very well-rounded, but he's super aggressive, which is good for a team But as far as JXM, I haven't seen a lot of him. I think he's really just there, kind of just to back him up. But as I say this, bro's about to get back.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent pass off the wall to Janky. That's going to slide right in off the post.
Oh, snap. Adrenaline taking an early lead. I think the rocky start is going off to Team Hysteria so far.
Yeah, it could definitely be getting this momentum started early for Adrenaline right now in game number 1. So looks like Potato's going to take the kickoff. It's going to send it to the corner, and Under trying to find this, trying to maneuver himself. He looks like he's going to be with it on the ground, but he's get demolished by JXM. So we're going to head to the other side now, and Potato's going to go up for this to Janky. Oh, just barely missing that pass. Was a really good play, but we're still here on the orange side. We're doing some nice back wall defense. Missed shot for blue, and Sketch is going to pinch this one to the other side. But it's ping pong. It's back and forth, back and forth. We're still midfield here. No one has gained control of the ball yet. Here we are. Here's a pass opportunity for our orange team. And it looks like we're going to head all the way back now. Someone needs to run it up. We need to find that control. Looks like not a lot of control has been able to really progress itself for either team so far in this play.
I agree, but really, Hysteria is struggling to get the momentum on their side. Adrenaline is all aggressive right now, and they're keeping it on. They're keeping it on Hysteria's side right now. They're struggling to just clear it in general. But as I say that, they're moving on the blue side, or I said the blue side. they're moving on Adrenaline's side.
Yeah, at least Hysteria, they've got some nice back wall defense I've been able to notice. So that's been nice to see. What a save by Potato. He's there coming in clutch for us. And Potato's going to actually send it all the way to the other side now. He's got a pass opportunity to his teammate. And it was there, but the defense of Under getting his 3rd save is going to claim that. Nice, another easy save. That was a dead on arrival shot from Jinky999. And maybe an opportunity. Actually, no. Blue team is just going to take it once again. There is no offense for the orange team right now.
Yeah, and that was one thing I forgot to mention about Under. He's really good with defense. He's the kind of guy that you want either in net or on backboard. But right now, defense isn't the problem for them. Right now is really gaining possession and clearing the ball. And as I say that, Adrenaline
midfield is gonna fail. Not a lot of physicality. I mean, there have been a few demolitions, but I don't really think there's too much physical plays going on. Maybe that's something that Hysteria could look at to get some bumps, get some demos, open up some windows that allow them to actually get the clears that they need and stop this offense right in its tracks. But here comes a big shot from JXM. That's going to increase the lead for Adrenaline.
And I think you're right. I think they're just letting Adrenaline have their way with them right now. I think they're just letting them have possession whenever they want, and I think their clears could be taken into control more. I think they could take a little more control. I think clears aren't the best option for them, especially since oh my goodness,
easy shot from JXM.
And especially because Adrenaline is just so spaced out right now. Hysteria just can't get control on them, and as I say that, they're just all over the field. No third man's back there right now.
Yeah, they're probably scrambling a little bit with communication. As soon as things kind of get heated, kind of get a little bit stressful or overwhelmed, the comms usually get quiet, so that communication is going to die out pretty quick. And I'm sure it's quite the opposite for Adrenaline right now. Like I said, if their name means anything, then the comms are probably going off right now as they get a bunch of big goals here late in the game. Malachite's going to go all the way up. Sheesh, that was a lot of commit right there for our blue team. And that was our first kind of taste of the offense from Hysteria, and it died out pretty quick, but I like what I saw. And here comes Potato with a nice shot.
Good Lord. They are smoking them right now. And honestly, it could just be the rough start right now, but I don't know. I think Hysteria is a little cold right now, and Adrenaline came out hot.
Yeah, for sure. So we got 30 seconds here. I mean, if we're Hysteria, we just want to get one goal right now. One goal that could make the difference in the next game, in game number 2. It's pretty much a lost game number 1 right now, but this is the time that Hysteria needs to spend recollecting themselves, finding their momentum, and going with it. Here comes this opportunity, but good double defense. Under's going to try and keep it in play. So is Malachite off the wall here. Pass is in position. Kind of a weird defensive setup for Adrenaline, but it ends up working out for JXM, who collects his 3rd save.
And that's going to be game 1. Man, an unfortunate series of events. They got shut out in this game. It is unfortunate. We both saw what Hysteria just lacked to do. They lacked to have an offensive presence. They were there defensively at most times. Of course, you see they had 5 saves, but at the same time, it didn't make any sense because they couldn't put any points on the board, so it didn't really help them out too much to even it out. But
Yeah, exactly. And if you notice too with the shots, it's pretty much 2-1. There's 11 shots for Adrenaline and only 7 for Hysteria. So, and I got to be honest, Hysteria's shots were kind of weak. A lot of just dead shots, easy saves. But later in the game, they were heating up a little bit, so that might be able to translate into the next game.
yeah. So we'll have to cut the end game chatter to a minimum because Jinx is on a time crunch.
Ah, gotcha. All right, we'll speed run this then. All right, game number 2. It's still a beautiful day here in Champions Field. Love to see it. Fans see so loud today. Potato's gonna go up for this. Can he keep that beautiful momentum that they had in game number 1? That save just kind of gets cleared off, and Malachite's gonna try and give us a taste. Does not get the flip reset though, and Janky's gonna send it midfield. Can they keep control though? Looks like Under's gonna try and buy some time for his team. Sketchta gets a nice save. Doesn't quite clear all the way though. Janky and Malachite. No challenge here. Malachite gets it past 2, and JXM is there to get the epic save.
What
a nice set. That was a huge setup. Completely whiffed by Hysteria though. They still need some time to cook. Potato gets a big demo on Sketchta. That's going to open up some room defensively for our blue Adrenalites. And Sketchta, he has an opportunity. Can he get the 1-on-3? Not quite with the flip, though. And Under, maybe it's his turn. We've been on the blue side for quite a while now. Pretty much this whole minute has been all Hysteria, except for maybe the start of the game. And Potato tries to get that save. What a nice save, though, from Sketchta. And we're still on this side. This is kind of janky. Oh my goodness. Big demo on janky too. Malachite's gonna finally get the clear for us though. And it's heading back though. All right, JXM can't quite find a nice dribble setup, and Potato's gonna go off the wall past all defenders except for Malachite. Really nice back wall defense from Malachite. And he's going to go up with it. He has 37 boost. He could do something. Goes for a nice pinch off the ceiling. Doesn't translate into anything, though, for his teammates.
And you can really see the offensive aggressiveness they are bringing this game. Oh, it's one-on-one. But you can really see the change in attitude, especially in Hysteria. They definitely came out all the way out on offense. It's insane how fast they changed after just one game.
That's true. It's definitely going a little, well, it's quite different because Adrenaline already scored in game number 1 at this point in time. So I think Hysteria, they're definitely finding some good, ebbs and flows, especially. I bet their comms are cooking up too. They focused up and are locked in, and it's definitely showing. We haven't actually seen too much offense from Adrenaline. Here comes the shot opportunity, but JXM plugs the hole real quick.
Just a little more power on those flicks, and that could be a goal right there. But I really like what I'm seeing from Hysteria right now. Oh my goodness!
There it is.
That's a grown man's jam right there. Absolutely dunks on Janky right there.
Yeah.
And, yeah, there's nothing you can do about that.
JXM just caught off guard too. Well, that's a good goal. That's the first goal for Hysteria in this series. So maybe they're going to start cooking up. Maybe Adrenaline's going to cool off. We'll have to find out in the next 2 minutes. Now look out with the shots.
Another goal. Oh my goodness.
Cooking.
Back to back.
They're cooking.
And I think what's catching Adrenaline off guard right now is last game, Adrenaline had their way. They saw that Hysteria was being a little too passive, but now Hysteria is bringing the heat, and I don't think Adrenaline have a recipe for it in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. They are not getting their way right now in this game. They gotta find that control again. And oh my goodness, there it is. Under's gonna come out of nowhere and secure the goal number 3.
And I think it's gonna be wraps here. It's 2 minutes left to go, but I think it's gonna be wraps here. I think Adrenaline is assessing the situation right now, and I think they are coming up with a solution in this 3rd game to make it a close series.
Yeah, this is the time to make those changes. It's a long series, so trying to figure out your opponent, trying to figure out each player, maybe even just a little bit more, trying to come up with some sort of play. It's good to have a plan, even if it's not the right plan, but if you execute it as a team, it's still better than having no plan at all. So here comes a shot. It's going to go off the cross guard. Malachi with the shot. It's going to go all the way to the top of the goal.
This is a new team. This is a completely different team than what we saw in the first game. In the first game, they were getting shut out, and I think they're going to do the same to Adrenaline.
If you covered the name tag, switch the colors, I would think that this team is Adrenaline from last game, man. They are having their way right now, and Adrenaline just has no answers for it. They haven't been able to do any offense right now. It's been a complete change of a story.
And I mentioned in the first game how we saw in the first game how the triple commits on defense were a big problem for Adrenaline. And I think Hysteria's aggressiveness is really exploiting that right now. So that's going to be a big weakness that they might want to patch up before this series continues to progress.
There's a shot, and it's going to go in thanks to Janky. Let's look at this play. There was a lot there to tackle. Potato, he gets the setup off the wall. JXM bops it up for Janky to spike it right underneath the toes of our orange Hysterian.
And JXM with that nice touch, I don't think anybody else was expecting that, and they were kind of awkward too. All of three of them coming back from offense, so it was a tough one. JXM getting
flip reset,
Ooh,
and he finds it off the defender. It's set up for Potato.
Oh my goodness! I think Adrenaline is making their answer right now, because if I'm being honest,
absolutely, they are working so well together right now as a team. All three people touched this goal and the last goal. They are working so well right now. It's a really similar kind of shake and bake, working off of each other type of play. I love to see it.
Yeah, I think Hysteria is. I think Hysteria might just need to put this game away. They only have 1 minute and 5 seconds left.
Oh
but
boy, Adrenaline is up. It looks like not this time. JXM though, he's keeping this play active. Tries to keep it on a ground pitch. It's going to turn into a nice back pass to Potato. He's going to go up for it. Has a lot of boost. Kind of fumbles it, though, in the air. Janky's going to try to help out. Bit of a nice setup almost, but the defender of Hysteria finally gets a nice clear. Here comes a shot. Potato's going to... Oh, not quite a shot, actually. It looked like he could have taken that shot. Maybe cut a corner there. And a big demo on Malachi. This opens up some nice spaces. This gets set up. Where's the help? It's too wide.
All the fakes.
Potato trying to maneuver his way through. Here comes JXM. It looks like Adrenaline. They are playing so well. They're playing a lot more confident right now. They're keeping control when they need it, and they're sending it back to the other side. Even if they lose this game, there's still a lot of hope for these guys. This is going to be a nice, close series.
Yeah, and I think Adrenaline figured out what they need to do. It was just too late in the game, but I feel like this is going to be a battle of like just who can keep possession the longest and who can make their possessions count. Because if I'm being honest, Hysteria at the towards the midpoint in the game made their points count a lot, and I mean, you couldn't stop them. They had 4. They were a 3-0 win, a 3-0 streak where they was just getting goal after goal after goal. And Adrenaline came back with their 2 goals 2 times in a row. I think the demos for Adrenaline will come in handy. I don't think Hysteria is prepared for it exactly, but
yeah, it's looking good. The shots are getting a lot closer. Hysteria obviously had more shots. They had a lot more success in the early to mid game, but Adrenaline just started cooking up, warming up nicely there at the end, and got a ton of shots there. So I honestly have no idea how game number 3 is going to go. Both of these guys, they've shown what they can do, and if both of them are just peaking and cooking, I don't know who's going to take it, man.
yeah, like I said, my prediction was Game 7, and I think it might come down to Game 7. Oh.
It could very well go to Game 7. So Malachite's going to go up for this. He just grabbed the big mega boost, and he's going to maneuver his way, show us what he can do with it. Almost takes it all the way. Hysteria's going to try to keep this play, and Potato's going to give us a good clear. Under's there to protect best he can. Oh my gosh. What a crazy chain of events for the defense of Hysteria. And this ball's going to go mid-center field. JXM finds it in the air. The wall defense kind of missing a little bit. Potato trying to get to this. Is he going to challenge? Is he going to challenge? He's definitely waiting it out, trying to stall for his team best he can to get back on defense. It works. Malachi with the spike pass. No one's really there, though, to make the most of that nice pass. And now we're hitting the other side. Potato and Malachi are going to meet here. Malachi gets to it first. Here comes the pass from him. Is his team ready? Actually, he was ready, but Adrenaline was able to get there before anyone else.
And Adrenaline is a little awkward on defense, but they're making it work. Even though I'm seeing a lot of triple commits, I feel like they're making it work, especially because of Hysteria's off-target shots. I feel like if Hysteria was a little more accurate on their shots, I feel like it would be a different story.
Gosh. It's right in front of the net. Potato's going to go for the challenge. Really risky as a third man, but it works out. Janky has to stall for his team as Hysteria gains some control here at center field. Who's going to grab it? Looks like Under is going to send it to his teammate just before getting demoed. And Sketchta, what is he made of? Does he play 1v1s? He plays 1v1s. He's got to play 1v1s. That was a nice flick.
And he's in the Dominus. Come on now. The Dominus was made for that. And I was waiting for one of his shots to go in. He's been flicking every single game in these couple of series games. And it finally goes in. Finally paid off.
That was nasty. So first goal secured by Hysteria here. If momentum is really what's winning these games.
Oh my goodness.
And it's looking like that's what's happening. Pretty much so far, the first two games, whoever got the first goal won the whole game. So, oh man. Let's see if Adrenaline can beat those odds, or if the stats are going to line up with Hysteria.
And I don't think Adrenaline is as like strong on defense as Hysteria is. But as I say that, Potato gets a nasty 50.
Yeah, that was a good 50-50 from him. He gets it past Sketchta. One nice 50-50, and he gets it past Malachite. That guy is beating odds.
Man, honestly, I think if Hysteria can just keep their aggressiveness going, they win. If Adrenaline can fix their defensive issues, they win.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Adrenaline, they don't have an Under on their team, so they got to make up for it together as a team, because Under is just, he's on it, man, with all this defensive plays. I've been loving to see all of those plays from him. And Potato's going to get past. Oh my gosh, it's set up. No one's there, though. JXM just kind of being the third man. He's back a little bit more patient, and what a 50-50. Good thing Janky was there to stop that play in its tracks. Here we go again with a play from Hysteria. I don't know what's going to come of it. There's not really a direction here. Everyone's just trying to make this ball get closer to the goal. Of course, that's the point of the game, but Hysteria, they're just not really working. I just see a lot of isolation plays, not a ton of great assertive passes. And that's what we need to see if we're trying to get through a 3v3 defense. You just can't do it by yourself.
True, but I think Hysteria has also found that the triple committing like situation that Adrenaline is having problems with. I think having one person just shoot it and having the Adrenaline defense panic kind of sets up opportunity for like just solo plays. I think the solo plays are actually working out.
Malachite's going to go for it. Not enough heat on that shot, though. Sketch is going to keep it in play. Who's going to get to this one? Under takes the shot off of the defender there. JXM, it's still in play. Who's going to be there? Ball just goes a bit too high from Sketchta. And are we going to get a clear, or is Hysteria just going to keep this ball in play one after another? Potato trying to give it to JXM. Almost a redirect. It was a bit too wide, though. Janky trying to do what he can. Not a lot of boost to work with, so Potato's going to come in and help out. He's going to go for it. What a 50 from Potato. Center field for Janky. He's set up. It's still there. JXM going to try to get to it. Potato.
Adrenaline needs
in the best position.
Adrenaline got to keep this pressure. They need this point if they want to even up the series here, or if they want to take the lead in the series. Matter of fact,
too high. Here comes the shot though. Goes center.
Goodness. And
that's what you were talking about, man. The first shot baited him, and the next shot, it was right there, dead center. But he was able to do that because everyone was just shook by the first initial shot there that went off the cross guard.
Yeah, unless Adrenaline fixed that triple committee, I don't think Hysteria is going to have to try too hard to give it to their other teammates. Mainly because Hysteria just doesn't know how to help each other on defense. But as I see this, oh my goodness, I don't know how he recovered in enough time, but
true to his name, he's just sitting in the farm sprouting at the perfect time, gets that shot right in.
I love that analogy. That was funny. But it's still possible for Adrenaline. Adrenaline just needs to catch Hysteria off guard. Hysteria has those moments where they're trying to recollect and like kind of just find themselves. Janky
Ooh,
going for an
a
unnecessary
lot of more
bump that-
physicality here too.
yeah, but physicality can certainly hurt your team more
Yeah.
than like help
It's
it
true.
because it can throw them out of position.
It needs to be decisive. It just can't be random. He
And
gets
a shot on net.
Oh,
And what a save by
though.
Potato.
This ball
But it's
just
not
never
gonna
got
matter.
cleared.
Oh my goodness. And I think that's going to be the nail in the coffin. See, the triple commit, Janky doesn't have faith in his teammate. JXM doesn't get a good touch, and Sketchta is just there.
Man,
And
that was
I
brutal.
honestly believe if Adrenaline just fixes this before they continue any more in this series, they're going to exploit the fact that Hysteria also has all 3 people up. There's not a third man at mid. There's always
That's
3
true.
people up near the goal line. So if they can fix their triple committing and get good clears, it's going to be a problem, and Hysteria is going to have to find another way. But
Yeah.
until that happens, Hysteria is going to come away with more and more victories, and they might pull away in this series. But
Yeah.
I'm still hoping my prediction comes rather close. It is 2-1 in the series right now. Hysteria, with this game, takes the lead.
Yeah, it's gonna be close. Yeah, the
And-
thing is too, Adrenaline, they just don't really have as much time to talk. Usually there's a minute in between games here, but we're on speed run mode, and Adrenaline just might not be able to cover all bases when it comes to trying to make some changes in between games. That's a long series. That's why we have series in the first place. It's who can change the best and who can change correctly, So
Yeah,
I don't
and-
know. We'll have to see if Adrenaline can, fix those
and
errors.
see. Yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely. And it's kind of gonna be who can keep their mistakes under control for real, because both of them are making huge mistakes that could work out for the worse for them. But I think Janky being on a time crunch here is really hurting them, not being able to have the proper time to go over
Nice
things. But
kickoff from Adrenaline here to start things off. JXM's going to throw it off the corner. It's just Potato here right now, but he does have a lot of boost to work with. He's going to go off the back wall, actually dunks on that defender, but no one's really there to help on the other side here. Here comes a challenge. Potato, kind of nearly winning that. JXM's there going to help out. Going to the other side is a long shot. Who's going to save that? Oh my gosh, Potato. Coming in
Potato
clutch.
Potato right now is kind of holding the team down. You think Janky would be doing it, and JXM, I think he's kind of, him and Potato are the offensive guys. You know what I'm saying? Janky has kind of held the fort down, but Potato, he's playing both sides really well. He's kind of been the guy to put points on the board, and JXM is kind of be that guy, that number 2 guy. Janky is kind of just being that off-ball pest. You know what I'm saying? Just creating distractions, and I think that's what Hysteria needs. A nice bump by him, as I say that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been a lot of physicality early in this game, too. So I think that's becoming a vital piece to Hysteria's secret formula here.
Yeah.
It's been working. It's been helping them. It's been throwing off Adrenaline off their game. And, they can't... Because of that, I think it's just really Adrenaline not being able to continue control. But here we go. Potato's going to go up for it.
Ooh.
Can he get the double tap? It's set for him.
Oh,
Triple
no.
tap. Who's there? JXM misses. Jakey, it's all you, buddy.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness!
my gosh.
That
goal.
That might have been the biggest blooper on the planet Earth. You can't miss it. You can't miss it twice too. You just can't. And I think that's really gonna hurt Adrenaline. I know they're all hurting on the inside on that one.
Yeah, definitely. That was their goal to take. That was their lead to gain.
And honestly, if they lose the game because of that, I wouldn't blame them for that'd be tough. That'd be rough. But
Janky has 3 saves already. He's really coming in clutch on the defense right now here in game number 4.
and I really think they're trying to space out a little more.
Yeah. All right, we need some help for Adrenaline. This ball is actually going to get clear center field. No one's actually turning into it. This is a risky play, but Potato's going to help out. Sends it to the side. Nice. That's good stuff. But we're still... Hysteria is just ruthless when it comes to their offense. They are getting these passes set up for their teammates. Potato's going to back flick into it. Janky. Can he send it off? Man. Really good defense. It's changing up a little bit. They are challenging earlier, Adrenaline, that is, and it's helping a lot. I'm liking it. I'm liking the,
Yeah.
the change on that. And Jake's
Oh
goes
my
for that
goodness,
shot.
what a shot! Oh my
Making
god,
up for that whiff earlier. He gets it past all the defenders, kind of threading the needle here. Let's take a look at that again.
and this is what they needed. And you mentioned not a lot of people turning on shots, and you saw him turn right there, immediately keeping up the pressure. And I think that's going to be another big deciding factor. Most of these guys are trying to clear the ball as hard as they can, and I think what they really need to do is take possession and try to make a play. But right there, JXM takes possessions, makes the play, and makes a statement.
Yeah, they just got to take more opportunities. That's what it matters. If you don't take opportunities, you're not going to get anything done. Here comes Janky going up for it again. Oh my gosh. What a nice clear, though. Under's going to try to keep this one going. He's got a little bit of boost to work with. Tries to go for the early pass instead of a wall play there, and that gets denied immediately. JXM, though, kind of giving it away, unfortunately.
Ooh.
It's there on the wall.
Oh, the triple
Soft.
commit.
Yeah, it was a cribble commute, but Malachite with a really soft touch on that shot, though. But again, we're not seeing the clears that we need for Adrenaline.
Yeah, and they're struggling to do what Hysteria couldn't do in the first game, and that was get clears. That was clear ball. And
Oh, that's
Sketchta
rough.
evens up the game right there, and that's exactly what Hysteria needs to take a 3-1 lead, but it's not over. Adrenaline has showed a little bit of promise throwing Hysteria off their game, but I don't know. It's looking rough.
Yeah, it is. It's all tied up, though. It's anyone's game. 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining. Are we going to go overtime? I don't know, but I know one thing. I'm sure Adrenaline is tired of these demolitions. And there's Janky. He's taking out his rage on Sketchta there. That could be a nice change of pace. Maybe, maybe not. Oh my gosh,
Whoa.
this ball is right in position. Another demo coming from Potato
no.
here.
Jason
Oh my
just
gosh,
gets an
missed
unfortunate
opportunity.
touch.
Okay, here we go. Sketchta is going to try to clear this one. Can't get it past Potato, but it does set up Hysteria to try and clear it once again. Potato kind of faking out, but JXM is going to get demolished here.
Both teams are going at it with the demolitions. It's kind of like it's.
Ooh,
who's
that's a
gonna
big
survive.
miss, unfortunately. Potato's going to come in clutch, though, there behind the scenes, making everything run behind the scenes, behind the curtain, and it's working out good for him. JXM is going to go for this. Hits it nice. Almost a redirect. It's going to go off the wall. JXM really trying to edge it closer and closer to the goal here. Nice. There's a nice pass. Potato can take this. It's going to go up.
Ooh.
Doesn't go all the way. Goes off the backboard there. Janky's turn.
Oh,
This could end it right
Oh my
now, but
goodness.
Potato, another save. This ball has not been cleared. No control has been gained from Hysteria. Adrenaline
Oh.
is trying their best, but this ball's wide open in the air and it's heading to blue side. It's going to get grounded. No, it's not. It's here in the corner for anyone to take.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
pitched. It's centered. No one's there.
and it's gonna go into overtime like you might have predicted earlier. And I'm gonna tell you what, I looked at the stats so far. They are holding it down. Adrenaline's holding it down on defense right now. But as I say that, Sketchta puts it in. Oh no! And the triple commits. I kid you not. And that was a good touch. Triple commits.
Oh,
Look
that's
at it.
a rough
You see it.
triple right there.
And I'm gonna tell you what, they're going to keep losing. The Hysteria takes a 3-1 lead. They should call a timeout, but I don't think, because Janksy is on the time crunch, I don't think they're gonna have the luxury of doing so. They're not gonna have the luxury of doing so, and I think Hysteria's momentum is going to carry it. And I think this is gonna be a 4-1 defeat. But I honestly, you see on the stats, the shots from Hysteria were coming in like, I don't even know what. I think they had 7 shots on net. Yeah, 8 shots on net. And Hysteria had like 7 saves. So that really made a difference.
Yeah, Hysteria had 5 saves, and it looks like 6 saves for Adrenaline as far as shots go. Adrenaline had 8 shots, and Hysteria had also 8 shots. So it was 8-8 there.
And honestly, if Adrenaline can start off strong and kind of just get some goals going, I think their triple committing issue can like fade out a little bit. But no promises. Hysteria has been showing that they are the more aggressive team coming out of game 1. So I think once they figured out that recipe, I think it was pretty much over with.
Yeah, I know. I hope Adrenaline can figure out their defensive woes, but I'm not sure. They might. The Adrenaline just might have left their systems. But who knows? Maybe they'll get another boost here. Okay, that was a rough team bump right there, just out of the picture.
Yeah, they're
Alright.
butting heads too much. They're not giving each other enough space. Like, and I feel like there is a communication barrier where all this is happening at. And ooh,
that looked
that
good
would
for a
have
second.
But
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right on the money there. I think it's a mixture of just kind of being gassed, as they have had some really close games and they lost both of them. And now they're here trying to find a way to get through this, but they just haven't made the right changes. I think they're out of panic specifically, and they're trying to just, everyone's doing what they can to try to make something happen. But that's what causes the butting of heads, you know? So they got to try to communicate that better and just calm down.
Yeah, and I think once they figure that out, I don't doubt their offensive prowess. Their offensive ability has been
we've seen
displayed.
it. It's good.
We've seen it. It's good, but it's just their defense. And you see JXM is having some trouble getting past Sketchta in the goal. But
I was wondering if there's a rule number 1 or not, man.
it was, but I think they hit too hard on the front, so they bumped off each other.
There's a pass opportunity. It's going to go to JXM and Potato. Off the corner here. Okay, there's the defensive play. Oh, Potato tries to meet with it. JXM, now that's going off the backboard. Who's going to read it? No, it's not Hysteria.
Oh,
it's Janky. He sends it to top right shelf.
And a beautiful shot by Janky. And I was just going to say, I want to see a little more from him. We all know he's a good player. He's a good player. If you've seen any of his little clips and stuff, he's a good player. I feel like as a team captain, he should charge and lead the way. Potato and JXM have kind of been taking the lead. I think this is his game to step up and put his team back into the series.
Absolutely. And if he's warming up like that, you know, that could be the goal. Usually it just takes one goal for a guy to just start warming up and feeling himself, you know, like just going off, going crazy and cooking the other team. So we'll see if it works out here. Kind of got everyone's just kind of here. We got a big cluster of cars going on right now. And finally, this ball's going to go up to the corner. Sketch is going to keep it in play. And nice job by Under there. Shot too wide by Malachite. And he's going to do a back pass. That's going to keep some good necessary control for Hysteria here. Under, it's going to go off the side. Taps it again. Who's going to read it? Sketchta. Oh, not really a shot there, but it kind of turns into a pass, gets saved by Janky. We need a clear here from Adrenaline. We need it. Here's a good clear opportunity. Are they going to take their time, or are they just going to give it away? JXM with some interesting plays. It works out really nicely, though. Potato pinches it to the side. We'll call that a potato pinch. It looked nice. And JXM, once again, it's a 1v1 right now. Can he get past Sketchta? It's there, but Malachite finally gets there. Clutches up. And man, it's just so back and forth right now. No one's really landed any shots. It's been all right, midfield, center field, just right in front of the goal. But no shots have really been hit right now. JXM.
I think Adrenaline is kind of doing what they did the first game. I'm seeing they're a lot more spread out. They're getting a lot more attack, and they're kind of catching Hysteria off guard. They're all the way back, and I know some of them are low on boost, and I think they're struggling right now.
Yes, that is good. I love the spreading out. That's a key point right there that you just mentioned. I think that's huge. That's going to stop them from doing all these triple commits too if they try to keep that position.
And man, I hate to point this out, but the whiffs are just hurting.
They're killer.
They're hurting Adrenaline more and more. And you saw the one game they lost. They could have actually won that game if they actually scored it or put it in overtime. I can't exactly remember, but it hurt them nonetheless. And man, I really hope that this isn't the downfall of this game, and I really hope that isn't what puts them behind in this game. And as I say that, and that might put them behind in the game.
Oh man, Hysteria's really cooking up now.
Man,
are they going to end this series? We have 30 seconds for Adrenaline to come up with a play, come up with something to get this all tied up and for the series to continue.
Yeah, and honestly, it really pains me to see such a good team. Like they have they have what it takes to win. It's just
Absolutely.
I think it's just some team chemistry
Jay's
wise. They
going
just
up with it. Oh my
fix
gosh.
things.
15 seconds here. JXM's going to try to get this pass to his teammate. We got to see something. Potato gets it through. Sketch though is going to try to send it to the other side.
No.
And Adrenaline is just barely hanging on here. Here comes a shot opportunity for Hysteria to try to close it out. Again, it's off the cross guard. 0 seconds. Jakey just left. Why did he leave?
What in the world? Oh my god, bro, left mid.
Jakey can still join back, and the ball will still be in the air. Where is he?
Oh my goodness, what is going on right now? Oh,
ball gets grounded on a rage quit. Oh my gosh, that is not the way you want to go out.
That is definitely not the way you want to go out. And I'm gonna tell you what. I had faith in Hysteria. Hysteria came off a good win. They had what it needed. So, man.
That was good stuff from Hysteria.
I actually want to see if they can come in here for an interview. Not gonna lie.
That would be great. Yeah. Yeah, we'll find out if we can do that interview. That'd be great. But yeah, Hysteria, they just kept it close, kept their composure. They kept close and true to their play style. A lot of bumps, a lot of demos, and a lot of good team play. All right, let's head in.
Okay, bet. I think Under left the party. But what an excellent performance by Hysteria. They made that is literally what you call assessing the situation. They assessed in the first game that they didn't have it going. They didn't have it going in the first game. And every single game after that, they had a recipe for whatever Adrenaline threw at them. And man, it really hurt to see them whiff as much as they did.
Yeah.
And even though it wasn't as much as I make it sound like it is, 3 is pretty bad. Oh yeah.
Right,
we got the winners. Yes, sir.
What's up?
How are you guys feeling after coming off another dub? This is back-to-back wins.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I mean, I expect nothing less from my team.
Oh snap! Very nice, very nice. A very nice team captain who's got big trust in his team. Very nice to hear that. So we during the first game we saw that you guys struggled to get clears and momentum. What was the mindset heading in the second game when you guys started really taking control offensively?
honestly,
Go ahead.
at least, yeah, my point of view, it was really just we gotta just play more together because we don't play enough with each other. So once we got used to each other's chemistry and we understood each other, it was not that hard to adapt to their play style.
Yeah, and that is what I think it is we just had to adapt. They, like, the first game, the pressure from them was crazy. It was like we could not catch a break on defense.
True.
And so we knew we had to change something up for the second game. So we did, and started playing a bit more aggressively, banging the ball. And we were there for passes. We were there for each other on offense, and I think that's what really got us that win.
Yeah, we noticed that, and that was the one thing I was mentioning to Ramen the whole time. Y'all were exploiting their triple commits on defense. Y'all had every single one of y'all was there where y'all needed to be. Y'all were able to somebody was there to get a nice powerful shot. They all fell for the bait, and a person was there to finish the shot. And unfortunately, Adrenaline just didn't have a recipe. Now I had another question. I know you guys say you don't play a lot, but from what I saw, that was just amazing. What really is the goal every single besides winning? What is the goal in y'all games? So what's the goal as a team? What's the goal?
Yeah, what's your secret formula?
Have
Have
the
fun?
power of friendship.
The
I was about to say, have fun,
Power
really?
of friendship.
Because the thing with us is that we all vibe well together, and even if one person makes a mistake, the other two support him. And it's oh, you're good, just do this next time. But we just brush it off, and then we just keep playing, having fun, and we just
it's true.
move forward. Really.
So you guys have alternate on your. I wish I could have got Under in here. Y'all switched up the decals in game 2, and y'all just started going ham from there. But
Yeah.
Well, that was Phantom, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all y'all changed up the cars. And Sketched, I want to praise your ground game. You know what I'm saying? As a fellow ground player, I really liked the flicks, the pressure, how you didn't give up, even though you missed a couple of them. One of them went in. I was so happy. I was so happy for you.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
I mean that's what I say is like what makes up for my offense is just I have decent flicks. That's really what it comes down to. Because I have no mechanics, and that's where Malachi and Damien make up for me. Is that they could do stuff in the air, and then I could just make sure I play a solid ground play.
so, Ramen, I'm sorry. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I've got 3, maybe 2. Here comes the first one. So how often do you guys look to under as like the defensive player in your roster?
The defensive player?
Yeah, he had some
Um,
really nice defense. Is that something that you guys kind of take note of and kind of put him in that role, or do you guys just kind of take the load evenly?
well, I don't know. It's it'd be nice to ask him that question, but
Yeah, for sure.
he's not here. He went to sleep. He's too tired for this. But
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, I don't know. He just overall has really good defense. Like I've been playing with him for a while, and his defense has always been just so good and so clutch. So I
Nice.
think that's kind of just one of his strengths, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not that we specifically put him as the defensive player, but he just ends up that way, you know, getting a bunch of saves.
For
Yeah, and
sure.
because he's extremely mechanical too, he understands how to defend certain mechanical shots, and because of that, he becomes really good on defense. But like Phantom said, it's really just like we just understand our rotations, so there's always someone to block. But yeah, mainly when it comes to those clutch saves, Damien really does perform quite well.
Nice, nice, nice. What did you guys think about that rage quit there at the end? Were you
Oh,
surprised?
nah, I'm not.
Uh,
I think it happened in our last match too.
Oh wow, you guys are
I
just
think
you are
somebody
true to your
insta left in
name.
our
You're just
last
making
match.
people go crazy.
Yeah, I guess,
Nice,
bro.
nice. All right, last question. This is a fun one. What does Team Hysteria eat for breakfast usually? Like, what do you eat, Phantom? What do you eat for breakfast to
What do I
get
eat for
going on game
breakfast?
day? Yeah, especially on a
Um,
game day.
what did I eat today? Oh, I had a smoothie. I had a smoothie for
Ooh,
breakfast.
nice,
Very
healthy
nice.
It's
Sketched,
smoothie.
what
What
about
about you?
like a peanut butter and banana smoothie.
Ooh,
That sounds
nutritious and
delicious.
delicious.
You
Alright,
you can
special
never go
food.
wrong. You can never go wrong with cereal and milk.
There
You
you
know,
go.
a
Back
classic,
to
brother. A classic.
basics.
Back to
Now,
Back to
fundamentals.
basics.
before I let you guys go, of course, Alternate hasn't played Golden Rockets this week yet, but Alternate is your guys' next matchup coming into this one. Now, Alternate got swept in week 2 against the Kids, and you guys almost swept Adrenaline. I'm not sure how difficult Golden Rockets are going to pose to Alternate. I feel like Golden Rockets are going to come out on top on that one, but heading into week 4, is your mentality and goals stay the same as like as far as you're winning and like as far as like how you view certain teams?
I mean,
I don't know. Me personally, nothing really changes. I kind of go into each game thinking, you know, it might be tough, but I think we're gonna come out with a dub. And I don't know. I think that I'm just gonna keep that mindset for probably the rest of the season because I think it's helpful.
and
All right. Well,
honestly, because we went up against Eclipse first week 1, and they were one of the strongest teams to go up against early on, I really feel like, and because we lost by such a close margin, literally by
mhm.
1 goal, I think that kind of like gave us the confidence to go against all these other teams. It's like, all right, if we can, keep up with one of the top teams, we should be able to do well against all these other teams. So
Yeah,
I feel like that
that's
was
a
a
good.
great.
Yeah, that's a great point and a great mentality for you guys. Well, I thank you guys for hopping in here for the interview. I think Alex getting ready to wrap their stream up, but we appreciate you guys and congratulations on the big dub.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thanks for having us. You
Thank
too,
you.
Alec.
Of course.
Appreciate your work. And cut.